Our state's open enrollment policies that families can choose any public district or charter school in the state. However, like the previous speaker, I believe it is fiscally irresponsible to give away taxpayer dollars to private institutions that provide zero academic or fiscal accountability, as the majority's universal ESA voucher program does, especially when nearly 90% of Arizona families choose their neighborhood public schools. Next year alone, vouchers will cost nearly $1 billion. Mr. Speaker, could you quiet the room a little bit? Thank you. Next year alone, vouchers will cost nearly $1 billion, which puts our shiny new budget nearly $320 million in the red. As of the last public reporting, we saw that 80% of the new voucher funds were being given to families wealthy enough to already be sending their children to private schools. That is certainly their choice to make, but it should not be on the taxpayer's dime. Even when students do switch from public schools, the charter school level funding they receive is higher than the per student investment in district public schools. So in either situation, the cost to the state is greater than if we just funded public schools. That is not fiscally responsible. ESA voucher taxpayer subsidies to those wealthy enough to already pay private school tuition are eating up almost $1 billion that we could be spending on teacher salary increases, infrastructure improvements, and solutions to the affordable housing and homelessness, water shortage, wildfire crises, or any of the other urgent issues that affect the daily lives of Arizonans. ESAs were originally intended for specialized categories of students who required a level of care and individualized educational services that, due to decades of chronic underfunding of our public education system by this legislature, did not adequately fund public schools. That mission has shifted, and ESAs now serve as an unchecked and unaccountable pipeline to deposit public funds into private businesses with no standards, academic or otherwise. Parents of children with special needs are sending us daily emails about the corruption, mismanagement, waste, and rules that put their children at the back of the line for ESAs. The system is now harming the very students it was intended to support. When given the chance, voters overwhelmingly rejected universal voucher expansion.
Your time has
Let's
expired.
honor their will by restoring
Representative
fiscal
Schwiebert,
responsibility.
your time has expired.
Thank you.